we want to target churches. As a Christian institution, we want to target villages. As a Christian institution, we want to target even secular institutions and remind them that we have a duty to take care of our environment. International Leadership University, the future we desire will not come from intention alone, but from action that is rooted, inclusive, and brave.
But in all these programs, we mainstream ethics and integrity. Because even when we were developing these programs, we talked to experts in the ICT industry, and they said our problem is, again, not skill. This country is very gifted. It is one of the best in Africa in terms of the whole ICT sector. That's why M-Pesa, we are the home of M-Pesa for the world and so on. But our challenge is integrity again. You know, they were saying again, if you could just, in fact, one of the players in the industry said, if you can guarantee to me, and we told them we are willing to work towards that challenge, that every graduate from ILU will be a person of integrity. I'll absorb all those graduates. So we don't have a problem even of joblessness. We possibly have a challenge of people who are ethical enough to be trusted in workplaces. Can you see how this thing really needs to be resolved?
3 to 5% of our GDP is lost annually. You know what this means? It's easy sometimes to read statistics, but I want to bring it out. That bleed to the economy and its entire output, economic output, costs us about 870 billion Kenya shillings annually. This is strictly due to climate change. That's the cost of floods. That's the cost of droughts. That's the failed harvests, the lost jobs that we have lost in this country, the damaged infrastructure. If over the next 15 years nothing is done and nothing changes, we are looking at a loss of 15 trillion Kenya shillings. May sound just a number, but I dare say that this is enough to transform our entire nation. These are not just numbers. They represent the schools, the hospitals, the farms, and of course the futures. Climate change is not a luxury. Look at our universities, total mess, most of them. The ones that you would expect that they have everything that will take this country to the next level. They have forgotten that we are in a time of crisis. Leaders are fighting in courts, one after the other. You don't even know who is the vice chancellor or who is going to be what, because of other interests that we must keep this organization Christ-led and a way that is going to change our way. You realize that in January this year, it was the hottest ever recorded month in the history of this country. This year. We are here to ignite a movement because in April, in South Sudan, 705,000 people were displaced by floods. We are here to ignite a movement because in the same month in Ethiopia, 10 million people were terribly affected by the floods in that country. And I deliberately pick all those places that are very far because it sounds very far. And I will now make you a little bit uncomfortable why we are here to ignite a movement. As scholars and as we discuss many issues regarding CO2 emissions, we imagine that this is a story that is very far. With me, I am holding a gadget that gives measurement for CO2 levels. The best indication should be in this room. We should be having at least 400 to 800. That is regarded as safe and green. Anything beyond 800 CO2 emissions is regarded yellow, and it starts to get dangerous. And if it gets to red, you will definitely get sleepy, you will be totally unproductive, and it will lead to headache. I'm going to let this gadget go around. The CO2 levels in this room that we all are in is 1,005. At one point it was 1,340, and it is still fluctuating between the yellow line.
Sustainability, but take sustainability at another level, looking at how to define what you are doing and try to put it at a certain level where it can be more useful. Connect to people who are working on the economy. But can we have seas if we don't have these rivers, these lakes? You forget the interconnectedness, which is in the nature. People really don't connect. You talk about someone who's talking in water and be able to help in capacity building. The last thing I want to say is that in my life as academia, you can take that and be able to help people understand and also use that, because your institute is about, it can be tapped into and be brought here. IUCN has tools that has initiated. When we talk about nature-based solution, the deficits scientific commissions. I'm talking about this here because really these are scientific-based commissions and people here know. And if you are an institute or a university, you can always, others who are working on the coast, trying to do some restoration, sometimes they don't speak. People who are working in the academy, academia, like you, but the sustainability as it was defined by then, if we look at today, I don't think we are really having what we agreed on, like sustainability from IUCN. My name is Innocent. So International Union for Conservation of Nature. So the core mandate for us is about nature.
Thank you so much.
And I would also like to see that some of our partners are here. I'm seeing PACJA and also IUCN. Thank you. We also like to meet with the other university later and other partners. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. It's good. That's the practice and action.